Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, Adam here, and you're about to listen to a hypnotherapy session all about self-discipline and personal responsibility. And I was working with a particular client that had got into this recurring state of apathy and procrastination. And what that meant for them is that they didn't really feel like doing too much. And the consequence of not doing too much is that they weren't getting dopamine from accomplishment and from achieving particular things or learning new things. Actually, they were getting their dopamine from very easy, accessible dopamine like online videos and things like that. And what that doesn't do is teach someone to have discipline and personal responsibility because the dopamine comes too easily. So if you are listening to this and you've got a bit of a doom scrolling addiction, or sometimes you have this kind of overall feeling of what's the point, I can't really be asked to do that thing, then I think you will get some value from this session because in essence, it can activate the part within you that can become more disciplined. And I think an excellent metaphor for discipline is a muscle. Because if you went to the gym and you wanted to be stronger and you went straight to their heavy weights, you wouldn't be able to lift them at all, which means you're not getting any value. And if you did the lightest possible weights, then you might think there's something being accomplished, but it's not actually going to make you any stronger because there's no resistance. So the optimal level of things to do that build an element of discipline are things just beyond your comfort zone, things that are difficult but doable. And if you get that habit of doing difficult but doable things, whether you feel like it or not, then your personal levels of self-discipline can just go through the roof. And I would say it is one of the key USPs to differentiate individuals generally in society. The people that have more self-discipline and more personal responsibility get rewarded with more opportunities. And they are favored by different organizations. That could be a client outsourcing something to you. It could be a corporate entity that wants to give you more responsibility. But when you build up personal responsibility, other people have credibility in your ability to do what you say you're going to do. And there's lots of people that just don't project that particular element. They've got so much apathy and so much of no personal responsibility that people don't want to offer them opportunities because they don't think they're going to do anything with it anyway. So if you want to, let's say, build the muscle of self-discipline for you and you want to increase feelings of self and personal responsibility, then I think you will get some value from this session. It was created for an individual though, so some of the suggestions might be perfect for them and not quite right for you. And if you like this kind of stuff, particularly things that relate to success and productivity, then I actually have a membership called the Hypnotist Secret Circle. And in the Hypnotist Secret Circle, there is a whole section of about 100 different downloads, all about success, productivity, and achievement, accomplishment. So if you like this kind of stuff, there's lots more of that, and you can find that link in the description. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense that you're releasing any frustrations, blocks. Just allow it to leave your body in that outward breath. Scan your body for any clues of tension, maybe around your jaw, your neck or your shoulders, and feel that tension start to melt away. Breathing in resourceful relaxation and exhaling that tension, that stress, that worry in your outward breath. And as your body relaxes more, your imagination begins to open. And I want you to imagine entering a place where clarity, strength, and a feeling of discipline becomes easier to access. And maybe you could imagine a room just within your imagination. And in this space, you begin to connect with a deeper part of yourself. And maybe this part already knows what it means to be disciplined. The part within you that wants to be stronger and more responsible, more reliable, to feel powerful. I want you to get a sense of that deeper part of you has been looking for an opportunity to be challenged, to get stronger. I want you to think about what it would take to be stronger in anything. To be physically stronger means something needs to be difficult, to encounter resistance, to feel outside of that comfort zone, and to allow your physical body to adapt and to heal. Strength physically comes from the difficulty, comes from the challenge. And I want you to get a sense that that part within you is feeling like discipline and personal responsibility is a weak muscle that desires to be stronger. And in the past, where you've avoided responsibility, you found yourself becoming weaker, which then just leads to even more avoidance. But what if that circle and cycle can be reversed? The moment that you feel with 100% conviction that you are responsible for your life, a breakthrough is made. The realization that responsibility is not a burden, but a gift. the moment that penny drops is the real moment that a child becomes an adult, a boy becomes a man. Because childhood is the time where you're not responsible. Those responsibilities are held by someone else. But as you get older, you take more and more of those responsibilities. The responsibility to be clean, to eat, to study or work, each time becoming stronger and stronger. Doing what's easy can make you weaker, and doing what's difficult can make you stronger. But what if more and more you find it easier and easier to delay what's easy or pleasurable? Because doing the difficult thing becomes rewarding in and of itself. Maybe you could enjoy the quiet satisfaction of doing what needs to be done, especially when no one is watching. What if that becomes the benchmark of someone who leads themselves? And what if that someone is you? I want you to access that powerful part within you that rises to challenges. That part that relishes the difficult, challenging thing, that wants the tight deadlines, wants the difficult problems. That part that says, I've got this, when things do get tough. A part of you that enjoys proving quietly and confidently as to what you are capable of. There are some people waiting for motivation to appear to them like a genie from a bottle, and others that seize the day, take the bull by the horns, those that act because that's what they want to do. And of course, life will throw you distractions and resistance, friction and hurdles. But what if they become a chance to refocus, to recommit, to strengthen your resolve, to raise your standards? What if every time you did something that needed to be done, that was difficult or challenging, felt like lifting a weight, where the muscle of discipline grows stronger each time? And it's okay to feel that quiet confidence when you honor your responsibilities. Leaders take their responsibilities and more. Isn't that more empowering than shirking whatever responsibilities you already have? I want you to feel that it's safe to be in control of your choices, because with that safety comes strength. I want you to think of even small responsibilities that you can take. Attendance, hygiene. Maybe you've made a promise to someone and you're now going to honor that promise. Maybe you're going to raise your standard in an area of your life, knowing that higher standards mean more responsibilities. and more responsibilities are an opportunity to get even stronger. Every time you hold yourself accountable, you step further into the life you were meant to lead. And what if you were no longer procrastinating because the decisive action feels natural and satisfying? All of that frustration or even desperation can be replaced with a sense of pride, momentum, and accomplishment. You choose structure over chaos, clarity over confusion, but most importantly, you choose action over avoidance. And that part within you, a wise and trusted part, enjoys being responsible and wants that responsibility. And maybe that's the part that knows how strong you are capable of becoming, a part within that trusts you. And the more you honor your priorities, the more deeply you trust yourself, and that trust changes everything. Even a problem or a setback becomes fuel for growth because you take responsibility. You either win or you learn, but either way you adapt and you move forward. I want you to get a sense of what it would be to incrementally increase your discipline, your personal responsibility. If you wanted to get strong, you wouldn't go to a gym and lift a very heavy weight. You would lift a weight that feels difficult but doable, challenging yet achievable. And these are the exact responsibilities to look for in life. Challenging yet achievable, difficult yet doable. And when you do the difficult thing, it becomes less difficult, which will mean that you will need to look for new difficult things each time, with the knowledge that you are getting stronger and stronger. And what if this starts now, today? I want you to think of an easy win. Something that is doable and not that challenging, but would still represent progress compared to what you have been doing. That isn't the end of the race, it's the beginning. The warm-up. The stretching before you do something more challenging. And I want you to set yourself the challenge of doing perhaps 3 things today that you've been avoiding or putting off. And just imagine what it would look like and feel like to do those 3 things. Where would you need to be? What would you need to do? What resources would you need to do it? And just play it out in your mind, these 3 different things that you've been avoiding, procrastinating, or delaying. Consider this priming your mind to prepare and then do those things. Not impossible things, but not easy things either. I want you to get a sense that you are doing something that perhaps is only difficult because you've delayed it. But then doing that thing means it's easier the next time. And if it's possible, for you to increase attendance, increase work ethic, or concentration or focus, then prove that to yourself by finding something that needs you to be present, you to be focused, or you to be hardworking or diligent in some way. You are awakening that part, the part that knows that if it's going to be, then it's up to me. A mantra you can tell yourself so you take ownership of decisions, actions, and intentions. And I want you to feel that when muscles get stronger, you take pride in using them and you want to make them even stronger than before. And to make your muscle of discipline or personal responsibility or diligence stronger, it means doing things you don't normally do in a consistent, conscious, deliberate way. That's how those muscles get stronger. It's time to leave this place, this room in your imagination, and return to the present, but take this feeling of desire, the desire to be more responsible, to take more responsibility, and to harness the growing muscle of discipline to take those responsibilities. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now, as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.